Bob Dylan reprimands an audience in Vienna. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music. You know, the no photo thing has been a thing for the last few years, of course. You've probably gone to a concert where, someone reprimanded you for taking a picture. 3, 4, 5 years ago, I think it was. I was at a Heart concert. I'm like flipping away, taking a picture, taking video, minding my own business. And all of a sudden, this little security guard, the smallest woman I've ever seen and the oldest woman I've ever seen in a security guard uniform, came up to me and went, I swear to God, she was doing that. She says, "What are you doing there, slick?" To which I answered, "Why, thank you very much." She kept watching me throughout the night, and I started realizing, I know this is a thing, but I didn't know they were that strict about it. I think she wanted to throw me out. Her and maybe 5 other guys. She was really teeny. But Bob Dylan, for a lot of years, he's been doing the same thing. He's been telling his audiences not to film. There's been signs. It's on the tickets. But in Vienna, he took an extra step. He was right in the middle of Blowin' in the Wind, first verse in, and he stops. He says, "Take pictures or don't take pictures. We can either play or we can pose." How would you feel if you were in the audience and that happened? At one point, he almost fell down too. Just before this happened, he tripped over a cord, so he's probably a little pissed off. And he almost fell down. How would you feel if you were at a concert and that happened? Would it be like 8-ball corner pocket, I'm out of here, it's over? Having an old lady go like this to you, and at one point she had a flashlight and she's like dropping the flashlight. It was like a Monty Python episode. So she was almost kind of cute. So in my episode, I shouldn't be bitching about this. It was kind of cute. My first thought when I saw this on Billboard magazine tonight was, you know what? You should have filmed this because Bob Dylan actually spoke to the audience. He doesn't speak to the audience and hasn't for years. 2 years ago, he stopped even introducing the band. So he just goes up there and does the thing. So my first thought was, yeah, you should be filming that. Bob Dylan spoke. Oh my God. A few years ago, a friend of mine, when I was at this radio station in Edmonton, Bob Dylan was invited to the Juno Awards, the Canadian version of the Grammys. And anyway, he was going to be there. And my friend Steve Burgess was going. He's the guy who gave me all these interviews that we're going to get around to one of these days. And I told him, there's no way you're going to talk to Bob Dylan. It's not going to happen. It's got to be prearranged. It's just not going to happen. He sees Bob Dylan at the Juno Awards going into the bathroom, and he's standing there at the stall right beside Bob Dylan, asking him like a question about music or something like that. Bob Dylan just turned around and never said a word. He doesn't speak in the washroom either. Well, nor should you, right? And the other side of this is he is Bob Dylan. He's one of the biggest artists in the history of music. And he's allowed to tell the audience he doesn't want to take pictures. There's always two sides to everything, but I don't know. At one point, the Rolling Stone article said he actually stood there and didn't do anything, and it almost looked like he was posing. And the last song, he didn't play the whole thing. He just walked away, and the band was left to do an instrumental version of whatever song that was. So has that ever happened to you? I would love for you, and I love it when you share personal stories about, the albums that you like. And in this case, have you been at a show and you ran into a security guard? I tried to rush the show once, and I think it was 84, the Breaking Hearts tour. Was it 84, 85 for Elton John? And the security guard just, boom, just like stopped me. And I almost fell down and broke my neck. But you know what? I kind of probably deserved it. I just wanted to get a close shot of Elton John. What do you think? Let us know. Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Bowden from Rock History Music.